Hey guys, for today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Bath & Body Works Luxury 3 collection. So I'm going to start off with All Eyes on Her. This has notes of ripe blackberry, bold jasmine, and velvety sandalwood. This is such a pretty girl scent. When I tell you this is like the it girl scent, this is it, okay? It just smells very fruity, very berry-like, and just, it fills the room, like in all honesty. It's one of those scents where, actually this is similar to the Baccarat Rouge DNA, and when I smell it on other people, I feel like I smell it more on them than I do on myself. So when I wear it, sometimes I go nose blind to it, but when I smell it on others, it really fills up the room with any of those type of DNAs. I don't have the original one, but I do have the dossier version of it. And I also have other dupes of it. So that's what this scent kind of reminds me of. However, this one, I can also smell it on myself. So when I wear this, I smell it on me as well. And I feel like the scent just lingers in the air and just smells very fruity and juicy. So that's what I love about this. And I prefer this over the Baccarat Rouge DNA because of how fruity and juicy this is. Now, this one is actually supposed to be inspired by the Burberry Her, and I believe it's the Elixir one that people compare it to. I don't have Burberry Her Elixir, although I do want the Burberry Her scents eventually. I don't have them right now. But I've smelled it in store and it smells really good. It's more of like a creamy version of Burberry Her. Burberry Her remains more fruity, whereas the Burberry Her Elixir is more creamy. It's a lot sweeter. But again, they're very similar. So not too much of a difference, but it's just the creamier, more sweet version of Burberry Her. This one is also pretty fruity. I wouldn't say it's as creamy as I remember the Elixir of Burberry Her, but it's still very pretty and very sweet. It's a little bit more sugary and berry-like, so I do find this one to be really nice. So yes, it's good. And also Burberry Her is also similar to the Baccarat Rouge DNA, where it has that ozonic, cloud-like DNA, but again, it's just packed with more fruitiness and juiciness. So anyways, but I will say I really love this one. I think that this is one of the staples from the luxury collection. It's one of the ones that I constantly reach for. Now Bath & Body Works did come out with a similar scent to this one, and it's called Fall and Bloom. This has notes of juicy plum, wild blooms, and velvet moss. So I have a couple backups of these, but I just love this scent. As for which one I prefer, I think I still prefer this one a little bit. This to me, I don't know. I think they're almost even because they're so similar. Yeah. This one's just more juicy, and I smell like, kind of like in Pure Seduction, where it has like that like plumminess. Like if you were to go and pick out, instead of apples at the apple orchard, if you picked out plums, I feel like that kind of gives off the same smell that this has. And then the flowers are really pretty in this. Like it's like it says wild blooms. So maybe like a wildflower, I'm not really sure, but it just smells so pretty, so juicy, almost a little nectar-like, and I just can't stop smelling it. So I think this is amazing. I prefer this a little bit over this one, but overall, I find myself reaching for them almost even now, and I love both of them. I think they're both really good, and I'm glad I have both. Even though I do prefer this a little bit more, I still think this one is almost just as good, and I think a lot of people will still love this one even more, so it just depends on your preference. I just prefer like the juiciness and like fruitiness that this one has just a little bit more. And I think this one it's more sweet, but it's also a little more floral. So that's the difference for me between the two. But they're both really good. As for Burberry Her Elixir, I also think that's a good one. I think it's very similar to that, honestly. So I couldn't tell you if one's better than the other, but they're both really good. Okay, the next one I wanted to review is Strawberry Flirt. Okay, this has notes of strawberry jam, vibrant poppy, and cotton candy musk. People compare this to Strawberry Letter by Fleur. I've heard that comparison. And people also compare it to these scents, to this one and the Fall and Bloom and Burberry Her DNA. I'm trying to think if I've heard anything else. I don't think so. But I gotta say, I really love this scent as well. This is just a sweeter version of the other ones. It adds like an extra strawberry jam note and an extra cotton candy note. So if you want the sweeter version of All Eyes on Her, then get the Strawberry Flirt. It's a little bit more like, it almost smells like it has this almost like strawberry jam and puree kind of notes. So this is nice, and then it kind of has like this sweet cotton candy like musk to it, kind of similar to the one in Love Cotton Candy Champagne, but just not as artificial and sweet. So yeah, I think this one is amazing. I can't compare it to Fleur Strawberry Letter because I've never tried that one, but this one is really, really good. So yeah, I love that one. Okay, the next one is Imperfect Beauty. This has notes of sweet rhubarb, white florals, and radiant cashmere. This is good. It is good. Now this is supposed to be inspired by Perfect by Marc Jacobs. I think I tried that in store, and I think it's pretty close. So I think they're actually very similar. Now, they also came out with a similar scent called Poppy from Bath & Body Works. It has notes of fresh morning dew, wild poppies, sugared rhubarb, and juicy pear. Now, I gotta say though, I love both, I do, but this one outbeats it. It outbeats it by a milestone. I don't know what it is because they're very similar, but this is just more juicy, more sweet, more pretty. I don't know. I just prefer this. Even though I think this is more similar to Perfect, I think this one is just top tier. Like, I would pick Poppy any day over it. Now, not to say I wouldn't wear this, because I definitely would wear it, but just between the two, this one, okay? But both are good. All right, you guys, that is my review for all the Bath & Body Works scents.